Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cindy if you're new here, and we're going to be budgeting the last paycheck for the month of July. Here we are a family of 4 on one income, and we do the zero-based budget method. So we're gonna get right into that, but I wanted to tell y'all a few things that has been going on, and you've guys heard the phrase, when it rains, it pours. That is currently what's going on with my life right now. When it rains, it pours, and it's been pretty rough. First, with the paycheck, let's just say that we have fallen short. If you watched my previous video, I think my last 2 videos actually, I talked about my husband right now with his job. You know, they are all experiencing a huge pay cut, and just trying to work with these crazy numbers has been a little challenging, and we've fallen short a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys how we're going to deal with that, and you know, make sure that we're paying our bills and expenses. Okay, but before we get into that, a few other things have gone on. Next one will be our AC has been giving us issues on and off, especially this year. We have had, this will be now the second AC tech we've had to come here, 2 different companies, and finally the issue is fixed so far, but it cost us a nice amount, and I had to tap into emergency fund, which I'm like, no. But that's what it's there for, right? You know, the emergency fund, that's exactly why we have it, and I'm so grateful that we decided to pause our debt snowball when the pandemic happened and focus on building our emergency fund. We needed it, and it was there, so I'm thankful for that. So what I'm planning on doing for the sake of this video is to make another video soon, sometime next week, to just kind of talk with you guys and show what's the numbers with my emergency fund and things like that with my budget, like just a little like update, life update, so to speak, because I also had to go into my medical sinking fund, which you guys know I have been just little by little, not putting huge chunks of money in there, but putting some money aside, really focusing on you know, building my medical sinking fund, because I do have some health issues that I knew I had to address. And well, this past week I ended up in the hospital, so from that I did not get very good news. Definitely not what I was expecting, and a bit scary, to be honest with you. But I really can't sit down and tell you guys exactly what it is just yet. From the hospital, now I have to go and see a specialist, 2 different ones actually, and yeah, so it's a lot going on right now, and I'm needing to go into my medical funds. I most likely hit my deductible in my insurance because of that hospital visit. So I'm waiting for the hospital to bill my insurance so my copay can be very small or free if that goes through. And I need to do all this testing and stuff as soon as possible. So I'm just kind of waiting on that. As soon as I know something, I will definitely talk with you guys. But yeah, it's just like a lot going on all at once. So I do plan to do a video with, like I said, updating my numbers with you guys, with my emergency fund, even my medical, and how I'm gonna deal with all of that in my budget and all that good stuff. So we'll see what happens. Maybe in that video I can give a little bit more information on what's going on with my health. It's just, wow, you guys, this has been a crazy month. And if you're new here, this is real life. I am very transparent as I can be anyways, and with our numbers and just things that just want to share, because I feel like, you know, a lot of times we jump on YouTube and some people, it just seems so easy and everything just falls into place all the time. I personally like to see more real life things, and you know, people struggle and we are struggling. We really are. Not in a way of we are in need of food or anything in that sense at all. I still feel we are very blessed. I think that I just mean towards more, we're struggling in, how do I put it, in meeting what our original goals were with our budget. That's kind of having to be paused, and things that's going on with my health, and the things that's just going on in the world right now. I think everyone is experiencing all kinds of different emotions, stress, anxiety. It's just not an easy time, you know, globally. It's crazy with this pandemic, and just seems like a lot of stuff at once, right? So I'm feeling personally, emotionally, a little bit on the struggle bus, but we will get through this, and I'm leaning on God right now to help me through. But any prayers, you know, I would greatly appreciate prayers, you know. Yeah, and as soon as I can, I will update you as far as my health goes. And yeah, but I will update you guys on my emergency fund and how all that affected, and money that I've had to take out in medical, and just all that kind of stuff. We'll go through it next video. So let's get into the paycheck, and let me show you how we're going to deal with basically falling short to pay our bills and expenses. Okay, so we are in our paycheck bill tracker. If you haven't seen these before, I got this from the Budget Mom. I always have this form linked in the description box if you're interested in it. The paycheck, you guys, I was a little bit shocked. This is the lowest, don't need this one, the lowest paycheck to date. Yes, the lowest. I am a little bit like, oh my gosh, but we're okay. We're okay. I did my, you guys know I love my scrap paper, so I play with the numbers and before I get it down here on this form. So we're gonna zoom you guys in here so you can see better. Okay. So the paycheck, let's just, you know, show you guys this one. $1,633.22. Ah! Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's a really low check. I hope you guys can see that. I think maybe I shouldn't have used this color. Hopefully you guys can see that. But when I did this, okay, I fell short, okay? I had to figure out, where do I need to get that money out of? I didn't want to go into emergency fund because it's not a huge number that I needed. So I looked over the numbers from the previous check to see what we had in our expenses and all that stuff. We actually have extra gas still left over from, you know, the gas money. So we're actually going to do, which you haven't seen me do yet, is a rollover. okay? If you're unfamiliar with a rollover, the budget mom talks about this all the time, and that's how she mainly does her budget. Oh, you know what? I should have put gas. Let me just kind of write it right there on the corner. Budget mom does this pretty much every time she budgets her paychecks. Any rollover, I just kind of let it build up as a cushion in my accounts. If it got to a point where it was too much, then I will end up rolling it over. And basically that means that you roll it over into the next paycheck as an income. That way you can work that rollover into your budget. Does that make sense? So whatever you have left over from the previous paycheck, as far as like, whatever you budget for. So for us right now, it's gas. I always put $150 towards our gas. My husband has to drive a distance to work every day, so we need a good amount of gas money put aside. Sometimes, we'll drive less than other weeks. So this one we happen to have some leftover money from that expense. Okay, so I'm going to use that rollover amount, which is going to be $43.88. Okay, $43.88. That is exactly what I need to have just enough for my bills and expenses. Okay, $43.88. And the reason I put it here is because I'm going to now then it's going to be counted as income. I hope that makes sense, you guys, because I know this is the first time I'm doing it with you. But yeah, so if you're familiar with the budget mom, you've seen this, because like I said, she does this all the time. But you just take any leftover. You can do what you want with your leftover from any of your expenses, but I usually have it as a cushion in my account. But because we need that amount, I'm going to use the rollover as income. So we're going to go ahead and add this together. Make sure my math is good. Okay, so that comes out to $1,677.10. Okay, it's going to be my total income. And now we're going to go ahead and come down to the bills. So we have to pay mortgage. Now, because the previous paycheck I put aside $200 for the mortgage, out of this paycheck I only need $880.53. I hope you guys are seeing that. Okay, so $880.53 for the mortgage. Okay, oh my gosh, this number right here for the electric bill, because we have problems with our AC, it went up so high. This is actually the highest we've paid in our electric bill. And I'm like, no! But it's alright. Hopefully we're not dealing with that AC drama anymore. Water, $60. Internet, $74.99. And Netflix is $13.58. Okay, that is right now our current bills for this paycheck. And we're gonna go ahead and add up these numbers. Okay, so the total is $1,197.10 is the total for the bills. Okay, I think like I'm like fully out of frame. I don't know what's going on today with my camera. Okay, so leftover, we're gonna subtract this number from the paycheck, well, from the total income. And we're going to be left with $480. Okay, that is our leftover amount. 480. So groceries, this pretty much, my expenses are going to be exactly the same. Okay, exactly the same. All right, so we've got 200 for groceries, 50 for household gas, 150 allowance, 40 hobbies, 40. Now, could we have not done hobbies and allowances? Yeah, we could have, but these two things, like, because we do a zero-based budget, you know, it's important for us to just allow ourselves a little bit of, you know, spending money. I mean, it's not much at all between the four of us. So, and then the hobbies, it can be different things. I do homeschool my kids, so just different things that we need for that comes out of that fund as well. So this is important to us. If we needed to eliminate something, obviously these are not completely urgent, but they are very important for us. So if I can leave that in, I'm definitely going to do that. So we're going to go ahead and add up these numbers. And guess what? That comes out to $480. Okay? Leftover, 0. We had exactly enough, okay? And I did that on purpose. I think I have about $20 left in gas, but again, I like to have cushion in those areas, especially gas, right? You never know when things come up, you need a little bit more gas, you know. So I did not roll over the full amount we had left over. I only rolled over exactly what we needed to pay our bills and expenses. This is priority to us. As long as these things are paid, that is all that matters. I am bummed, of course, that I can't put anything in my sinking funds. It's been a while since we put something extra towards debt, and nothing can go into emergency fund. So this is just the only thing we're able to pay right now. I'm okay. And you know, it was like, oh my gosh. But we are thankful, and I've said it before, when, you know, when we knew the pay cut was coming, and as long as we can pay this side of the page, I'm okay with it. My kids have food, we have things we need, we have a roof over our heads, we have everything that we need. I'm okay. So we did fall short with just the paycheck alone. Thankfully, we did have, you know, some extra from our gas that we were able to roll over to make up the difference. You know, it wasn't a huge difference, so I'm glad for that. And I was able to get it to a zero-based budget and have every single thing that we need, okay? So our sinking funds, everything else is just gonna have to wait for now. That's out of our control. So I just want to encourage you. I know we are not the only ones. Some of you have reached out to me that you're also experiencing a paycheck cut and trying to figure out the numbers, and it could be a little bit overwhelming. I totally get it. And if you see my previous videos, you guys know, like, I always budget. I do a monthly budget, and then I pre-budget the paychecks. I'm not able to do that right now. I'm just going straight into actual numbers because I don't have a number to work with. My husband's paychecks right now, there is no telling how much he's gonna get paid. Like right now, this paycheck, I was not expecting such a small amount, but it is what it is. We're gonna do the best that we can. So that's why I am just budgeting as the paycheck comes in for now. I'm not doing the monthly budget, but I am just focusing in on the paycheck, and as it comes in, that is what, you know, we have to work with, and figure it out from there. That is why I love my handy dandy scrap paper, because it's a lot of playing with numbers and just figuring it out and going over your budget and see what you have. It's pretty crazy, but this is what we got to do for now. Very simple, easy budget, right? So I asked a question in my previous video if you guys wanted to see me doing my, continue seeing me do the transfers from my Chase to my Capital One 360, and all of you said yes, you enjoy seeing that part. I will continue to include that in my videos. I, however, will not be doing it in this video because I have nothing to transfer. Only my bills. That's it. This is the only thing that is going to be transferred, is the $1,197.10. That is going to be transferred over to my Capital One bills account, because that's where all my bills are paid, and that's it. So I don't have anything to show you guys. I don't have any balances or any, like, I'm not putting anything in sinking funds or anywhere else. So but definitely, hopefully next paycheck we'll be able to put some money in sinking funds, so, and we can go over it then. Keep a lookout for that next video, and I'll show you guys and give you guys a little life update. I was planning on a video of our backstory, like why I decided to budget this year, and let me know in the comments if that's a video you guys would like to see, if you will just like to hear our story and what we've been through the last couple of years. And let me tell y'all, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. And what got us to this point of starting to budget. So I was planning on doing something like that as well. Let me know if you would be interested in watching that, and in the comments. All right, guys, this is the budget. This is it. There's nothing. Nothing else. This was very simple. It's a lot going on, but we're gonna roll with it, you guys. We're gonna roll with it and just see what happens with the next one. But thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much. If you guys did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out. And if you want to continue to see this crazy budget journey of ours, please consider subscribing. Wow, you guys, we're almost to 700. Thank you so much. It is so exciting. I can't believe we're almost to 700 subscribers. So yay. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, there it is. So until the next one, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.